the number one problem on this team is the defense.
Yes.
And then if we're going to start picking apart what's going on, the number one issue is the inability to stop the run. Are we saying that there's absolutely no way that he can fix that with what's in-house or signing somebody and address that?
I'm glad you asked the question. I got your clear answer, okay? He can't fix what people don't have in him. In his press conference the other day, it gave me confidence in Weaver. He basically saying, gosh, man, y'all know your assignment now, but you ain't got to fight. I need guys that got to fight. Where's Calais? Where's Christian fight? Where are those guys? Ramsey may have had his issues, but he had to fight. I don't have guys that have the fight. So no, I'm not putting that on Anthony Weaver. I know you got a personnel that don't have the fight.
Was Calais Campbell a quote-unquote violent player, or was he just somebody who was insanely, excuse me, can I finish? Who is insanely technically sound and, yes, very smart? And is it possible Kenneth Grant is a very violent player whose technique is all over the place right now, who's going to improve at some point? You guys are driving me nuts with this.
I got your answer, Alan. Go ahead. Calais Campbell, like I love to use scales of 1 to 10. Calais Campbell had 7 violence in him and 10 technically sound. Kenneth Grant, who you're calling a violent player from college, I'm seeing a 4 in violence and a 2 in technically sound.
I'm saying a guy who's swimming right now, who is getting messed up by offensive linemen who are a lot more technically savvy than him because he's a rook, which happens to a lot of defensive tackles in the NFL.
I understand that, but you want to know one thing in them trenches at the tackle position, Alan, that you can't fake? If you're a violent player, you can bust through all that technicality. Like, that's what we need.
Christian Wilkins a violent player when he first got to the Dolphins?
Christian Wilkins was a relentless player. That's the difference. It may have not been violent, but the motor never stopped. I see Kenneth Grant just holding a position right there. Christian Wilkins' motor never stopped. A guy can go around the edge and Christian will catch him 40 yards down the field. He impacted the game in so many different ways. It wasn't just disrupting the backfield, which he did year 3 and 4 or 4 and 5, 1 or 2, which he actually ended up doing. That's the development you're talking about. But you know what helped Christian Wilkins survive to that point? All those hustle plays, all that never giving up, all of that intensity. I ain't hearing nothing from Kenneth Grant.
Watch your face up there. And Kenneth Grant, I hate to tell you. That's better.
My therapist always says my face gives it away. So I need to give it control.
I saw those plays. Those plays are not happening right now because he has not gotten off to a good start. I don't think it's for lack of hustle, which is why, to me, again, and it's the same thing with Jonas Avainaya. Right now, his technique is all over the place. You're not going to tell me this is not a violent physical player.
Yeah.
Again, he's swimming.
I'm not going to say you're not wrong, Alan, because those guys can turn it around. They can improve. The point that I'm making to make my point, though, is the fact that while they're developing, you're just wasting time. Make sure that you situate the team for the next regime now. We know how this is going to end. As they're improving, make sure your roster is getting ready for the future. Like all of this.
Who are you trading for what? That would be the next question. Who are you trading for what?
Tyreek got the picture now. But you got to look at contracts and you got to look at tenure.
It's Jalen Phillips and it's Bradley Chubb. Let's be real.
Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips at this point. This is going to be an unpopular opinion, but you might want to even consider one of the two, A-Chain or Waddle. You might want to consider one of the two. Remember, I personally feel like, first of all, you got to get through this season. Whenever the new regime come in, you're going to be resetting everything for about 1.5 to 2 years. And just look at both players in year 4 from now. That's kind of how I view it.
And also, we're going to jump into it. We're going to do it right now, off the rip. We're going to do a little sleeper, more or less. We're going to jump right into this.
I love this game.
Good.
We need to take this sleeper serious because we were on point last week. I hit every single one except one by 2 yards.
I'm telling you, listen to us. Use the promo code HMA. You get 100% up to $100. And they now have a promo. Your first ticket, $20 free.
Nice.
So you don't even have to put a deposit or anything. Go check it out. Now, a lot of these are touchdowns, like Devon Achane, anytime half a touchdown. I'm taking the more on that, unless you guys think he's not going to score a touchdown.
He's your number one offensive weapon right now. I would see no reason why he wouldn't score a touchdown.
Speaking of, in the thumbnail, Jalen Waddle, anytime touchdown. Now, are they going to be we'll get more into this because we're going to preview the game. Are they going to be blanketing him? Are they going to be doubling him?
I'm not going with a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Darren Waller, anytime touchdown. More
you
or less.
You got to ride the wave.
Yeah. And I actually did a collab with the Panthers content creator, and I will tell you what he says when we talk about the preview. You also have Tua, 225.5 passing yards, more or less. I take the more on that one as well.
I'm taking the more on that one.
Stop, Alan.
Alan, you going
no, they're going to run. They're going to have a lot. They're going to run the ball. Carolina's not good at run defense, and
the geese.
they do have two good cornerbacks.
That is true. Bryce Young.
J.C. Horn's a very good cornerback.
Bryce Young, 212.5 passing yards, more or less.
More
touchdowns.
Passing yards, 212 passing yards.
Who doesn't put Bruce 100 passer rating against the Dolphins?
I'm trying to see who they're running. They don't really have running back yardage.
I would go less on that. They don't have running back because Chubb is going to be out.
And then you got ETN, anytime half a touchdown. All they have is more. They don't have less on that one. But again, use the promo code HMA. You get 100% up to $100. Go check them out. Official sponsor of the channel.
Like, as you're building this thing, you have to look 3 years from now. What's the estimation of who they're going to be and the impact they're going to have and how much we're going to covet them. That's all I'm saying. We never.
That's fair. What are you training? And I'm not. You're making this is your best show ever, TD.
Stop. You said that before. I'm getting even better.
You out here like Scottie Pippen, just hitting 8 threes. You killing it right now,
Jordan.
Simmer down.
Skylar. I'm Skylar. And don't worry, I'm flying out tomorrow because they need my boy Skylar Rome. I'm on my way over there. Trust me.
Here's my question. What are you trading Devon Achane for? And what are you trading Jalen Waddle for, if that's what you're doing?
I'm more likely to trade Waddle than Achane because we can still come on the back end with Achane. As
what for Waddle?
For what?
I'm honestly trying to see if I can swap out interior offensive lineman.
You're trading Waddle for an offensive guard?
An expensive offensive lineman, and maybe get me a 4th round with it. I want to get me a nice offensive guard and see if I can grab a 4th rounder with it.
You're improving Tua Tagovailoa's offensive line, but taking away his top weapon.
Well, you're making a bad assumption in all of this, and I think that's why y'all the way you're looking.
You know it's coming, Omar.
You better know what's coming. We're just trying to get past next year eating to a salary because the new regime, they getting a whole new makeover. They going to get them a quarterback. We could already be starting to work on the line. If anything, sell it all and start working on the line. Matter of fact, in 2 years, you could have a wall built for whoever you want to draft. You can have the wall, no more crying from Dolphin fans. Look at the wall we built now. Who do we draft? So we can finally set a quarterback up for success.
Pippen just shot a brick.
Airball.
How many chips Pippen got? I'm just saying.
Like, you Portland Pippen right now.
Man, we need a real wall. Even if you're going to continue to you need a real wall to give him the best chance. And again, I don't think that's still going to be enough.
You can go get somebody's expensive offensive lineman in the offseason when you trade for him.
No. I'm not. I think you're missing it. I'm not saying completely right now. Like Waddle might be a next offseason situation. I'm just saying these are the moves.
Two average players.
You think the Eagles are trading Landon Dickerson for Jalen Waddle? Really?
Maybe not. But maybe I'm trading Waddle for a pick to get me a guard in the 2nd round or something. I don't. That's all I'm saying. You
would trade Waddle for a 2nd round pick?
Yeah, I would.
There's a lot of ifs and buts in there.
That's not an if. Hey, Waddle's available for a 2nd. I think there are suitors.
Yeah, but you got a lot of suitors. You have the GM that can pull it off, and GM that's going to make the right draft.
Waddle for a 2nd. I think we can get that.
I know, but you got to hope that GM uses that 2nd on the right player.
Correct.
Oh well, that's relying on the next guy.
But anyway.
And automatically, I think that's a better chance.
We're gonna jump into the donations. We have 1,079 people in here. Hit that thumbs up. We are almost at 9,000 subs, so be sure to hit that thumbs up. We're gonna get to these